If you're in the market for a new laser measure that doesn't break the bank, then stick around and check out this model from Tacklife and see what it has to offer. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of DP Shop Talk. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the HD-40 laser measure from Tacklife. Now to be honest, I'd never even heard of Tacklife before, but they contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to do a review of this unit and share my honest thoughts and opinions with you guys. So full disclosure right up front, they didn't pay me to do the review, they simply sent me this sample unit to put to work and to test out. So I've had it for about a month now, and I'll say that I've been quite impressed with it. So I'll go through the features that it has, I'll share with you what I've been using it for, and then I'll give it a DP Tool score. So the HD-40 comes in a small cardboard box, along with a wrist strap, belt pouch, 2 AAA batteries, and an instruction manual. Now the belt pouch is handy if you want to carry it on the side of your belt, or if you just want to add some extra protection to it when it's in your tool bag. So the body of the HD-40 is a comfortable size and shape to hold in your hand. Now it has a bit of rubber overmolding on it to make it easier to grip and add a little bit of shock protection as well. Now on the back it has a battery door for the 2 included AAA batteries. And a feature that it has that I found handy that I haven't seen on too many other models are these bubble levels. So what they let you do is make sure that you're shooting either close to plumb or close to level. So you get a more accurate reading that way. Now it has a range of 40 meters or 131 feet, which is plenty for most interior applications. So I'll quickly go through the functions that the HD-40 has. I won't do a complete tutorial on how to use it, but I will show you what it can do. So to turn it on, you press the read button and that will power it up. Now I really like that it has a backlit display as well as a battery level indicator in the top corner. Now press the read button and it'll turn the laser on, press it again and it will take the measurement. Now I like that it gives you your current measurement as well as your previous 3 measurements on the screen at one time, so you can see what you've measured previously as well as what your current measurement is. Now if you press and hold the read button, it'll put it into continuous measure mode. So that will give you a real-time reading on what you're pointing it at, and it will also display a maximum and a minimum reading that it's taken while it was in that mode. Press the button and it will lock in your measurement. So we'll clear that off. The next button here is for measuring area, which I find is really handy if you're, say, doing a quantity takeoff for some flooring and you want to measure the area of a room. So you can enter the length and the width and it'll give you the square footage. Similarly, you can measure for volume if you want to do the volume of a room or a space. And it also has multiple Pythagorean theorem modes if you can't take a direct measurement of something and you need to solve for one side of a triangle. The next button lets you change between referencing the bottom of the unit or the front of the unit as to where it takes the measurement from. So you can switch that back and forth, and it'll also let you change the units. So whether it's metric or imperial or decimal or fractional, whatever you're looking for. The button up here, you can make it either have a beep every time it is activated, or you can turn that off. I find the beep kind of annoying, so I usually leave it off. Now, clear that off. A feature that I really like is the addition and subtraction. So if you're doing something like a quantity takeoff for, say, baseboard, then you can get a running tally of all the measurements that you're taking. So start by taking a measurement to begin with, and then press the plus button, and then every measurement that you take after that will be added in to give you a running tally of what your total is. If you'd like to subtract a measurement, you can press the button again and it'll subtract whatever measurement that you've just taken. So we'll clear that off. There's a memory function, so if you want to save a value to memory, you can press the memory button and then you can recall it later. So if you want to save some values for later reference, you can do that as well. And then the off button down at the bottom, hold that and it'll turn it off, or it'll clear any entries or modes as you're working. It also has a calibration feature which you can calibrate it plus or minus, I think it's +9 up to -9 millimeters. If you find that the unit is off a little bit, you can calibrate that in. I haven't needed to do that. It's been very accurate right out of the box, but if you do find that it needs adjustment, that feature is there as well. So over the past month that I've had the HD-40, I've been using it on the renovation jobs I've been working on to do both general material quantity takeoffs as well as installing trim. So I recently used it for installing some crown molding around a living room and dining room ceiling, and it worked great for that. I found that it's accurate to within 1/16 of an inch, and it's been giving me reliable results to get accurate cuts on my trim work. Now, up until I got the HD-40, I've been using my Bosch GLM-15, which is a great little unit as well, but I found myself using the HD-40 for pretty much everything now, since it has a lot more features than the GLM-15 and is just as accurate. So now it's time for the DP tool score. So for quality, I'm giving the HD-40 4 out of 5 stars. It's well put together. I don't find that it's a really high-grade plastic that it's made out of though, so I don't know that it would survive a lot of hard knocks. Now, having said that, you should be careful with a laser device anyway, because it's a precision tool, but I don't know that it would be overly rugged. Now, one thing that I wasn't really impressed with was the instruction manual. I didn't find that it was overly clear, and the English wasn't all that great either. I was still able to figure out how to use all the functions though, so it's certainly passable. So for performance, I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. It works within its stated accuracy, and it's given me the precision that I've needed to be able to do trim work with it. Now, it has lots of great features like we've already talked about, and has let me get the job done quickly and accurately. For design, I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I think the bubble levels are a great feature for making sure that you're shooting close to plumb or level, and it's also very comfortable in the hand. So for value, I'm also giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I think the value category is where the HD-40 really shines the most. For the price point that it sells at, it really gives you more than you'd expect in terms of accuracy and features. So for an overall DP tool score of 4 3/4 stars out of 5, I would highly recommend the HD-40 if you're in the market. Now, if you're looking for a super rugged, heavy-duty model for the kind of work that you do and the conditions that you work in, this may not be the best model for you. But if you're just looking for a good general purpose laser measure that's got some great features and doesn't break the bank, I think it's hard to go wrong with the HD-40. So that wraps up my review of the Tacklife HD-40. Now, if you're interested in more information about it, or you'd like to purchase one, they're available through Amazon, and I'll put those links in the video description below. Now, the links are my Amazon affiliate links, so if you do purchase through there, Amazon gives me a small commission, and all of that goes back to helping support the DP Shop Talk channel and lets me bring you guys more free content. So any use of those links is very much appreciated. So I hope you found this review helpful. If you have, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. It's always very much appreciated when you do. As always, make sure you leave your ideas, thoughts, and questions down in the comments below. So thanks for watching, and until next time, let's talk shop.